If you're on a budget and you're looking for a hi-fi system that's under $100, then your options are pretty limited. But this entry from Panasonic here may be just what you're looking for. But of course the question is it any good? The website says that it has a rich bass and clear sound with Bluetooth XBS master and FM. It comes in black or silver and is very compact in size and is very light in terms of weight. Overall, the design isn't offensive, but it doesn't look particularly modern. You'd think that this was over 10 years old. So the design is nice and basic with a power button, a selector button, pairing bass and treble, rewind and track back, fast forward and track forward, stop, play pause, volume control, and a CD tray. Turning it on, it says hello. Around back it's pretty basic with not a lot to see. Your speakers are connected by these spring type connectors which are fairly strong, and it requires a fair amount of force to actually push them down, and if you do want to push them down then you'll need to put your hand on top of the system, because if you don't you'll just move it because it's so light. There's a AM antenna loop connector here. Also has the FM connector here, so this is the area it came with, but you can choose a different one, and of course that's the power input there, and there's a reasonable length on the speakers. It's worth mentioning just how small these speakers are. I mean, you can put your hand over the width here, and depth wise they're this deep. But in saying that, modern Bluetooth speakers, which are smaller, manage to produce decent levels of sound, so maybe this will produce some decent sounds too. It does come with this handy remote control which has your power button, CD tray, Bluetooth, USB and CD buttons, radio, track back, track forward, play pause, stop, volume, setup buttons including mute, display, sound, play menu. These are all the buttons that you're going to need to operate the Panasonic effectively. Let's go over to FM. Will it pick up anything? Let's see. Surely it can find something. It finally found a station, but the reception isn't that good.
Six for your chance to win $100.
Okay, so now it seems to be picking up stations. Now I've actually undone the aerial. But the reception still isn't that great, it's quite choppy. And it's quite slow to have to go through all of these stations. I'm sure you can set one of these up. Yeah, the FM radio reception isn't the best. How about AM? Well, let's see if it can pick any stations up. Waiting. Searching. Still searching. Oh, back to 500 now. Yeah, I don't think it can pick up any AM stations without an antenna plugged in. Overall, the reception for the radio is average. Can't seem to be able to make presets easily. There are no numbers to select for presets, so quite irritating and annoying to use a radio. Misses half the stations out as well. You have to select to CD mode. It won't automatically select the CD mode. It's reading. Oh, you have to push play. Okay. So it doesn't auto-play, you've got to push play. So from that short demonstration, you can hear that the sound quality is mixed in the track I just played. It was sounding okay. It had bass and it had treble, and these speakers were able to handle that. But if there's treble and mid-range and bass, they just sound distorted most of the time, and the bass sounds muddy and muddled or non-existent. It's not a very sophisticated sound from this system. However, it is only $100, so maybe that's what you should expect. So how does the Panasonic SC-PM250 compare in terms of sound quality with a similarly priced Bluetooth speaker like the Bose SoundLink Mini, which could also be got for about $100 with a student discount? How to sum up the sound quality of the Panasonic SC-PM250? Well, in comparison to the Bose SoundLink Mini, which may be considered an unfair fight, as the Panasonic SC-PM250 is a microsystem with a CD player, Bluetooth, AM/FM radio and USB reading facilities, and this is a standalone Bluetooth speaker which can only do Bluetooth and aux in. However, in saying that the Bose is better, it has a much nicer sound than the Panasonic. So should you buy a Panasonic SC-PM250? Well, I think that this is one that's a bit of a dog's breakfast. Yes, it has decent features and it does produce sounds, although none of them are particularly pleasant. But once again, going back to that price, it is cheap and it's not pretending that it's the best sound system in the world. So for that, I'd have to say that if this is all that you can afford, then it's okay. But don't be hoping for an accurate rendition of a bassy rock concert. Now, if you like this content, give this video a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon and leave a comment down below if you own a system like this or something similar. And I'll be along very soon with more videos. He even sounds better than the stereo. I'm not sure he's a fan of this.